Do we have any kale seed? Kale? Yeah. This? Not here.
We're down at Bega, we're at a Seedsavers event where we're processing seed from our gardens and saving it for next year's crops.
Very good.
Enough?
Enough for the moment, yeah.
Yeah, the people lead, and the leaders will follow. You know, yeah, the people lead. You know, yeah, the people lead, and the leaders will follow.
We don't know what we're doing here. No. We're doing a very hard job.
What seed are you doing?
Daikon.
It's a
Japanese radish.
I keep on forgetting what we're doing.
So you've got to break open the seed pods.
Yes,
Which isn't
and they're
easy.
tough.
My choice this seed was I'm not.
And would you put it over like a rolling? Could you use a rolling pin?
Annika said she used a rolling pin before and she damaged some of the seeds. So that's not the go. We're going to have to use our fingers, I'm afraid. So you go a lot from seed.
What was that? Said he found a few seedlings that were going to be turfed out, so he just grabbed them.
Oh, you might have got them from a friend or something. He was talking to me about seeds before. Did he just need a shady spot to leave them?
Yeah, he's just going to...
Silver beet, we put 4 hooks on that.
Yeah, so we package the amount of seed required in each plastic
Yeah, we
bag,
quite a bit of those early fruit tree growth we've got.
and we write the information on the paper envelope,
And it's like,
and that gives us the name, the type, the sow-by date, description, whether it's self-pollinating or cross-pollinating, and what season to plant them in.
It's important to save your own seed, and it's important to grow your own food. As we move into the future and petrol becomes very expensive, your food's going to become very expensive. So you can save a lot of money by growing your own food, and not only that, you gain because it's healthy, it's local, it's fresh. You know what's in it. It's good for you. How do you make yourself happy?
Turn the entire yard into a really productive vegetable garden.
Exponential growth. Exponential growth. And if you think about things in advance, you can plan for that.
Oh, we're now in the middle of a seed. Oh, now we've got much time. Yeah.
And the leaders will follow.
Instead of seeing that the supermarket has to be there supplying everything, they know that they can do something themselves. Being able to do something yourself is very important.
How close are we to being in trouble?
Well, how close is a difficult thing to answer, because a J-curve mathematically always looks the same. No matter which section of it you look at, it actually looks like a J-curve. What really matters is the upper limit. When are you going to hit that upper limit? Because the exponential growth. Because the time heads towards it and it curves up to some limit. You don't know where that limit is. That's the interesting bit. Population is one interesting limit. Water is a scarce resource we're going through. Crude oil, lithium. If you want to look at lithium batteries, the amount of lithium ore that you can extract from the ground, all these things have a J-curve to them because we consume more. How does that make a difference to anybody? Well, you've got to pick in advance when the trouble spot is. A very good example out of the crash course is a guy in a large, think you're in the Sydney-Melbourne, well, the Sydney cricket ground, and somebody's putting a drop of water in the middle of the cricket ground. And the next time they put 2 drops. And the next time they put 3 drops. This is happening every second, but it's an exponential growth. 1, 2, 4, 8. It's going up. It's only a drop of water. How long does it take before the entire cricket pitch is flooded in water? It takes a fair while, but less than an hour. How long before it goes from flooding that whole cricket pitch to drowning all the people in the stands? Only a few more minutes. It's that really slow takeoff at the beginning, but then towards the end, fast kick. And you don't get much time at the end to work out that there's some problems, that lots of people might drown, for example. And if you think about things in advance, you can plan for that.
In the J-curve scenario, where's that peak?
The J-curve kind of occurs.
Peak of say.
The crook of the J-curve is usually associated with the peak of the production.
Right.
Because you're then starting a big change. An example would be petrol pricing, very close to people's hearts. As you pull crude oil out of the ground, you get more of it each day, and then you start to run down. Not that you got none left, but you start getting less each day. And the price does the J-curve. At the beginning, it's quite low. When you get to this top of the curve, the J-curve starts to go straight up. The cost starts to go through the roof.
Yep.
And it doesn't take much for that price to just keep going ballistic and never stopping. And very critically for food, which we're talking about here at Seedsavers, is 10 calories of fossil fuel energy makes every calorie of food on your plate. When fossil fuel energy becomes really expensive, your plate of food becomes really expensive. Whereas if you grow your own, you save money. A lot.